Breaking news, Vikings Nation, police car light. The NFL trade deadline just passed, and the Minnesota Vikings didn't make a move, but was that the right call? Well, hold on to your seats because what's about to unfold will make you rethink everything. Stay with us until the end because we've got the inside scoop you won't find anywhere else. And before we dive deep, make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications right now, so you never miss a single update from the Minnesota Vikings news channel. You won't want to miss what's coming up. Let's get into it. The NFL trade deadline has come and gone. And, surprise, surprise, the Minnesota Vikings didn't make any major moves. But was that the right decision, or should they have pulled the trigger on a trade? Let's break it all down. Now, while it might seem like a quiet deadline for the Vikings, that's not to say things haven't been happening. Just last week, Minnesota made a big splash by acquiring Cam Robinson from the Jaguars to fill the huge void left by the injured Christian Darrisaw at left tackle. And earlier this month, they added Cam Akers, a solid RB2 to help in the running game. But let's be real, the defensive side of the ball? That's a different story. The Vikings stayed silent when it comes to addressing the glaring needs on defense. With the team sitting at a strong 6-2 record, it's hard to argue with success. But let's not ignore some key weaknesses. The defensive tackle position is one area that desperately needed attention. Right now, Jerry Tillery and Jonathan Bullard are ranked near the bottom of the league in pass rush. So why not add a pass-rushing DT like Calais Campbell or Osa Odigizua? These guys could have been the game-changer this defense needed to take it to the next level. And don't get me started on the cornerback position. Sure, the Vikings have been solid in coverage, but imagine adding a corner who could not only help in the short term but also be a long-term asset. Instead, the Vikings are sticking with what they have, hoping their existing squad can get the job done. Now, let's talk about why Minnesota didn't pull the trigger. Simply put, they're strapped for draft capital. The Vikings have only a first-round pick and 2 fifth-round picks in the 2024 draft. That's it. On top of that, they've traded away several picks over the next couple of seasons in various deals, like the one for Dallas Turner this year. This is why the Vikings made trades for Akers and Robinson, offering late-round picks in 2026. But here's the kicker. This isn't Madden. The Vikings front office isn't just pulling trades out of thin air. The right deals weren't on the table. No matter how much we want to see big-name acquisitions, the reality is that the right opportunities just didn't come through. We may never know what kind of offers GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah received or sent out that didn't make it across the finish line. Despite the quiet deadline, the Vikings do have a lot going for them this season. With Akers and Robinson added to the offense, and the continued excellence of TJ Hawkinson, this offense has potential to go deep, maybe as far as Sam Darnold can carry them. Defensively, they're currently ranked number 1 in the NFL in DVOA, and with Blake Cashman returning soon, the unit is only going to get stronger. But there are still questions, namely the interior pass rush, the interior offensive line, and the cornerback play. Those concerns weren't addressed before the deadline. Now, the big question is this: was standing pat the right move? Was not making a trade the smart choice for the future of the team? Or did they miss an opportunity to really go for it this season? So, Vikings fans, here's your chance to sound off. What do you think about the Vikings' lack of moves before the deadline? Was staying quiet the right decision, or did they let a golden opportunity slip away? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us for more in-depth coverage on everything Minnesota Vikings. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Skol, and see you soon.